It's Willie D, y'all. If it's your first time checking out the show, let me know what city, what state you're coming in from. If you're outside of the U.S., let me know what country you're representing. Family, I need you to smash up the likes, smash up the likes, smash up the likes. Also, if you have not done so already, after you subscribe on YouTube, there's a little bell next to your subscribe button. Go ahead and click that thing right now so you can get your notifications each time I drop a new video like this. That way you'll be in the loop, going straight in, fam. One of the most shocking things in the world is medical malpractice stories. Some of these stories were fatal. Some were avoidable. Think about cases like when surgeons amputate the wrong leg. Or how about the surgeon who carved into a woman's chest? You have surgeons who leave surgical instruments behind, not on the table, not on the bed, not on the floor, inside of people's bodies. My guest today, Tanisha Robinson, was kind enough and brave enough to bless the world with some information about these dialysis clinics that are popping up all over the US. And if you pay attention, fam, you will primarily see them in low-income neighborhoods. Now, why is that? Are you saying that only people that ain't really got no money or real money is taking dialysis? They're the only people that's fighting diabetes? Well, we finna get to the bottom of this right now, fam. Y'all give a big Willie D. Live welcome to Tanisha Robinson, fam.
Peace.
Hey, what's up, Tanisha? Thank you for
Peace,
coming on the
peace.
show.
Thank you so much for having me here.
Look, when I saw that video, I was like, hell yeah! I started salivating because I love it. I love it when people expose the establishment, man. Because everybody's so afraid. Everybody's scared. Everybody's scared to say something. Everybody's scared to lose their job, their little position or whatever. And it's like it's money over people. It's profits over people. Now, what's your background in the medical world?
Okay, so this is going to take you by shock, but I'm a holistic health specialist. Okay,
Yeah.
I actually got started back in 2018 when my son, my 2-year old, he was about to turn 2. He got really really sick. So to a lot of people, oh my goodness, you don't have any credentials. I literally learned everything I know. So I've assisted people with leukemia to COVID-19 to high blood pressure, all of these different things that I do. It started with me trying to keep my son alive and being in the hospital and realizing that I had to trust these doctors to care about my son's case as much as I did. And I was watching my baby get ready to give up on that table. And I told him, I said, baby, if you stay here with mommy, I promise you I will never be in this situation again. And I literally have hundreds of books. I began to study the body anatomy and physiology. I began to study biology. I began to study blood chemistry so I could see his labs and understand what I needed to do for him. I changed our diets. I began to study herbs. And once I began to rid my body and my son's body of different ailments, I was really transparent. We were on the news and different people started reaching out to me. So that's my background. And I just assist people. I have different nurse practitioners, doctors, nurses who are my clients, and also my colleagues that I partner with so that we can try and find a balance in this whole healthcare industry.
Right. What kind of condition was your son diagnosed with?
He was actually diagnosed after we went through everything, and I'm so glad that I learned the thing. So he has pseudo obstruction. He has an ileostomy bag. He's 6 now.
Wow.
Yes.
And does he have to have that bag for life?
So they're with the condition that he has, they're saying that he has to. However, we have already like defied the odds with everything. I know for sure he'll have it till he's at least 6 because the work that I have to do on his colon now is I have to do it rectally because his colon is detached from his small intestine. So anything he takes by mouth comes right out into the bag. And so you can't come in no 5, 6 year old talking about we got to go in your butt every day. He
Yeah.
has to be able to understand why we're doing this. So anything I give him orally won't specifically work. So by that time, we'll have our team built for doctors who are going to do his reversal surgery. I'll have the different anesthesiologists who respect our methods and all of that good stuff. So we're building a team until he turns 10. And then at that point, we'll be able to hold a hospital bed so that they can watch him on the Western medicine side and I can do what I need to do on the holistic side.
Yeah, beautiful. What is it that compelled you to make that video? Because I know when you thought about making that video, it wasn't something that you just popped up that morning and said, I'm gonna make a video. Somebody didn't just make you mad that one day. Maybe it was a culmination of things. But I know for a fact what that code of silence is like in that medical world. And I know how people are basically murdered every day in the healthcare industry. And it's hush hush because people spend years trying to get their degrees, and if they speak out on some of this stuff that's going on, then they're going to get blackballed and they'll never work again in that field. And so it's on one end you go like, well, you have a moral obligation to speak out on these things. And then on the other end, you have people that say, well, I may have a moral obligation, but who's going to pay my mortgage? Who's going to pay that car note for me? What was the straw that broke the camel's back that made you say, man, I'm going to speak on it. I don't give a damn what happened?
So before I answer that, you spoke on being blackballed out of the medical industry. Well, you guys can look up in the state of California, they just passed a law pretty much speaking like if you say anything against what it is that the guidelines that we've set for COVID-19 or monkeypox or whatever have you, you won't be able to practice medicine anymore. Like we will remove your license. We will revoke your license. So it's getting real serious out here. But what really, I see this all the time in clients come to me all the time and they're like, oh, my doctor said my blood work is good. And I look and I'm just like, no, that's not. Oh, the doctors keep telling me just keep taking my medication. I'll be fine. And I look and it's not the case. And they work with me and they end up feeling better. So like before this client, okay, I had literally, it was like 5 clients in a row where I was seeing this happen. But the initial client was a leukemia patient. I'm going to say leukemia and I'll get to why in a second, but it was a leukemia patient that I was dealing with. And we were fighting with the doctors at the cancer clinic here because they were lying to him and saying that nothing was changing in his blood work, that he needs to hurry up and start the chemo because if not, he'll be dead in 30 days. Okay. So in me looking at his blood work, he would go to his appointments. They would say nothing was changed. He would send it over to me. So I looked at it. I was like, no, you have 8 numbers actually that are going in the different direction and they are doing so drastically. And so he would go back to his doctor and he would say that. And all in all, they ended up retracting the cancer diagnosis.
I bet they did.
Mm-hmm. Yes. So that was the first one. And then I had a plethora of clients. And then this sister comes to me and she's dealing with some anxiety, some weight issues, some blood pressure issues. She's dealing with a bunch of things. And what really got me ticked off is that the doctor was telling her to continue taking, oh, don't worry about the weight. We'll get to that. Let's get your depression and anxiety underway. Now, a couple of things. Depression and anxiety, everyone knows, okay, whether you know the body or not. The first thing that they tell you, is that if you go and exercise, it helps. Your body releases natural endorphins, right, to elevate your mood. So why would you tell me not to focus on my gym regimen? Okay, that's one thing. Secondly, you're telling me just continue to take these medications. We're just going to focus on the anxiety. We want you to feel better mentally. Keep taking these medications. Well, when I look into her medications, all of them cause all of the issues that she was dealing with outside of the anxiety. Every single one of them. Mm-hmm. So it got me crazy.
Hence the phrase, the money is in the medicine, not the cure.
Absolutely. Absolutely. They are taught to treat things.
People like you are public enemy number one. They don't like you. They don't like you.
No.
People, y'all running around here talking about you don't need this pharmaceutical manufactured stuff to heal yourself. All the healing that you really need is in the earth. It comes from the earth.
Absolutely.
And when you talk like that, they tend to try to dismiss you and try to make it seem like y'all some type of kooks, How frustrating is it to hear people who actually believe that side that you're trying to help, people that you're really trying to help, that you care about, and but you can't get through them because they just believe in this medical thing that they got going, this hustle they have.
Mhm. It's extremely frustrating, especially with now that I'm so far deep into it. It doesn't bother me as much because I realized that I could, all the energy that I was storing up and putting on to people who wouldn't listen, I could focus it on the people who do.
Uh,
Um, yes, so it's extremely frustrating, especially with family, because you have your heart involved, and it's just like if you would just do this, you would be okay. If you would just follow this, you would be okay. And so it's really hard. But what I do is I practice alchemy, where I take whatever life gives me and I shift that energy into something I can use. And so that's what I do. I just focus my energy on those who show up ready and willing to do what it is that is necessary. And I am really an eyeball in the holistic health community because I practice both. I believe that there is a middle ground. We have been given all of these different, I tell people 2DE is what you should follow. Okay. You should do diagnosis, diagnostic test, and your diagnosis, diagnostic test. I can't think of my E. What is my E? Having a brain fart. Emergencies. Okay. That's what you use Western medicine for. And so by going to the doctor and getting all of their information, their computers, all of these different high-tech equipment that they can do diagnostic tests and they can provide you with a diagnosis, which you can go home with and you can build a protocol with herbally and try to treat it. And if that doesn't work and you have an emergency, then that's when you go to the doctor. So it's really frustrating. So I try to find a balance because I know some people, it's really hard, when I come and slap you and tell you that everything you believed about the system is wrong. But if I show you a middle ground and how you can deal with them, eventually you start realizing that I don't really need that 95% of the time.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
And that's what I do. I try to, every time my body feel like it's working against me, I try not to make the first thing that come to my mind is going to get some type of prescription or something like
Absolutely.
that. I try to let my body heal itself, primarily by, you know, taking, uh, taking a holistic approach. When somebody
Mhm.
comes into your company, Royalty Holistics, what do they expect when if I come in there and let's just say I'm somebody, let's say I got diabetes, God forbid it never happens, but
Gosh, hey.
let's just, let's just say that was the case and I came in to you and I said, look, I got diabetes, I really don't want to be dealing with these folks, I really don't want to be taking this medicine, I really don't want to end up on dialysis, going to dialysis 3 times a week, making that really my life. What do you do for me? What's the first thing you do? What's the first thing you do?
Okay, so you booked a consultation, you sent over your blood work. What I would do is you filled out your consultation form. I would look at the medications that you're on, the ailment that you come to me for, and I would look at your blood work. Okay, so your blood work is pretty much providing a snapshot of what's going on internally at the moment. Okay, so I can take that and the medications that you have, and I can look up. So I literally go down an extensive line, each line item. I look at one, what are the side effects of this medication, and two, what vitamins and minerals does this medication deplete the body of? And so that gives me information to understand if one, because some clients who come to me, they're not interested in just going the straight holistic route, right? They're like, look, I just want to feel better and I don't want to die. So with some clients, I have to find a way to assist their bodies in taking as they take the medications. So if we know what vitamins and minerals that this medication depletes the body of, then we can tell you to take those and it assists. Okay, so from there, I actually build out a protocol of different herbal supplements that you can do, breath work, okay, because there are 6 elimination pathways in the body, okay. You have your lungs, you have your skin, you have the liver, you have the kidney, lung, skin, liver, kidney, you have your lymphatic system, and then you have, mhm, I'm missing one, but it'll come to me eventually. Okay. So you have those 6 elimination pathways. So from that, I can literally take, okay, with diabetes, we're looking at your endocrine system, we're looking at your digestive system, and we're looking at your lymphatic system in the blood. So from there, I just build an herbal protocol. And what we do after that is you get the protocol. You consistently check in with me. Sometimes people do 1 month, people do 2 weeks, or weekly, depending on the severity of your case. And we work alongside each other, along with your doctors, to ensure that you have the best healthcare plan possible.
Right. Where are you located?
In Olive Branch, Mississippi, about 7 minutes outside of Memphis, Tennessee. But we do everything online, so it's regardless of where you are.
Okay, good.
Mm-hmm.
And we ain't got to go to Mississippi, y'all.
Right.
Mississippi. Good God. How do you do that in Mississippi? I mean, do you feel, I mean, you know, Mississippi is still Mississippi, very much the Mississippi of the past.
Mm-hmm.
So how did somebody like you even end up in Mississippi and you're not trying to get out? What's going on with Mississippi?
I definitely am. We're planning to move actually in February. However, I was born and raised in Memphis, and Olive Branch is the suburbs. My husband is a real country guy. He's from South Carolina. We met in the military, and so the country is his stomping grounds, and it's become mine as well because you get away from all the clutter and all of the environmental pollution that the city brings. You know, so it's easier to heal in an environment where you don't have so much toxicity in the air and toxicity with the noise and all of that good stuff. So that's how I got out here to Mississippi. It's just 7 minutes from Memphis.
Yeah. What's the blowback been like since you put that video out?
I have had doctors DM me. I've had some people, and you'd be surprised. Most of the people who have been bashing have been us, because they just don't. They get afraid. You know, like my father-in-law always says, nobody likes to be shaken up out their sleep. You know what I'm saying? Like you shake me out of my sleep, I'm fighting every time. And so. Yeah. So the thing that I'm believing in my entire life, I go to work, I'm doing this with good heart. You know, something I tell my clients is that don't go to your doctor saying, Tanisha told me that this and this is happening. A lot of times they don't even know. You have good-hearted people who go into these systems. It's the system that is poisonous. It's the system that is trying to kill us. It's the system that's doing all of this for money. And they have indoctrinated these people to believe that which they signed up for. Because if I'm a doctor, I signed up to help people, right? But I signed up in a system that is not. And so a lot of the times it's not that your doctor is intentionally doing these things. You know, you have some that are, okay. If you have not watched I Care a Lot, watch that. Okay. It shows you. But for the most part, you know, you have people who have good hearts and everything. But all these people have been DMing me and telling me that, they're saying the truth, like you better watch out, like you poking a bear and you ain't gonna last long. And how dare you tell people not to take medications? And in the video, I didn't say don't take medications, but a hit dog gonna holler. So yeah, I've been getting a lot of blowback. But it's normal for me though. When COVID happened, we were getting people feeling better before they were even, they were sitting people at the hospital at first. And so we were getting people getting better. They shut our site down, held thousands of dollars from us and called us pseudoscientists. So yeah, it's something that we used to.
Yeah. So how is it that so at this stage of the game, you put the information out. You know what? For the benefit of those who have not watched the video, why don't you reiterate what you said in that video about dialysis clinics and how people go there oftentimes and not really understand what they're getting themselves into?
Okay. You sit up. Okay, so you guys, first off, a lot of the times in our community, okay, because you have a predominantly Black audience, so I'm gonna just talk to us. A lot of times in our community, you guys, if you look at high blood pressure, kidney disease, diabetes, we are the top people with those diagnoses, right? And high cholesterol.
Why is that?
One, it's food. Okay, it is food. We look at the soul food, right? We've been tricked into thinking that this is food for the soul, when no, it's the food to kill the soul. And you can still eat plants and all of that good stuff. I'm not saying that you got to go and kill yourself completely with no meat at all. Okay. When you're healing, you want to get rid of the meat because it actually makes mucus come along in the body. Okay. So you want to just be easy on that, but we're not going to go into that. Okay. The reason is, one, diet, two, our environment. If you go to any hood, you're going to see a couple of things. You're going to see either a train system. You're going to see buses going left and right, back fro, to and fro. And what are they doing? They're putting out air pollution. You got planes flying over. Okay. So you got pollution everywhere in the hood. Okay. When you go into the hoods, you see them spraying for mosquitoes and stuff, but you go to the Caucasian neighborhoods, you don't see that. So there's so many different things that have happened to us environmentally, in addition to, adrenal glands. Okay. Our adrenal glands have been passed down to us. Then they're really, really weak. Okay. So what the adrenal gland is, it is a triangular shaped gland that sits on top of the kidneys, right? And it receives signals from your pituitary gland, the brain. And so it keeps you in fight or flight syndrome, right? You have to stay dealing with this fight or flight syndrome. You're always in fight or flight. That comes from our ancestors. They were slaves. And so they were always in fight or flight. They couldn't keep calm. They could not worry, right? They were always worried about getting home, worried about their children, worried about their spouse, worried about everything. And so our these people, okay, I won't say the names, but these people have literally constructed this whole system that we live in so that we stay in fight or flight. Okay, so we're always worried about how we're gonna pay this bill. That's hitting the adrenal glands, right? It's making your blood vessels be constricted. It is causing your blood to grow thick and sludge up, and all of these things end up weakening the kidney. So now we go and we're headed to dialysis, right? We're headed on in here. Well, first, let's skip that. Let's go to the doctor. We're going to the doctor and they say, Miss Robinson, you have high blood pressure. Let us give you these ACE inhibitors, these beta blockers, these calcium channel blockers, and these diuretics, all of which literally lead to, if you look up, if you Google, if you're on an ACE inhibitor, beta blocker, whatever have you, if you Google it and look up the side effects, all of them lead to kidney disease. All of them. They increase or drastically decrease your potassium. It completely depends, okay, which end up leading to kidney disease. All of them end up causing your blood vessels to constrict and tighten. And when that happens, what happens is your kidney blood vessels, they constrict and tighten. Now your kidney, which is one of your detoxification organs that I mentioned initially, now your kidney cannot filtrate properly. When that can't happen, then it weakens the rest of them. So now you're dealing with this cough, right? The ACE inhibitors and beta blockers, they cause you to have this cough that can't be suppressed. Okay, so now they're going to give you some stuff to suppress that cough. Well, what is that cough trying to do? It's trying to literally allow you to breathe deeper so that your lungs, that's the sixth one. That's the sixth one, your lungs. Okay, so that your lungs can do what they're designed to do, which is detoxify. Every time you take a deep breath, that is your lungs detoxifying themselves. Okay, so you have asthma, you have all of these different things that run in our community simply because of the medications and the foods. Okay, so instead of telling you, hey, if you just do this XYZ, which are real simple diet, okay, if you do something real simple, herbs, if you do these simple things, exercise, breath work, yoga, all of these different things, right? You will find yourself free of these ailments without taking these medications. Now, if you do go ahead and get on the medications and you're just taking those without changing anything, then you're headed right to the dialysis center, which is a ticket to death.
Wow. Explain what you were saying, the way that these networks, these insurance networks operate with, in cahoots with the dialysis clinics to basically, push people on to the graveyard.
Absolutely, absolutely. So if I, Mr. Brother Willie D, okay, I know you now. All right, you big brother, you uncle. Okay, we're gonna say uncle. You Uncle Willie D. If I know I need somebody who is going to, I need somebody. I have a student, right, and they want to learn things about podcasting and growing their YouTube following. I'm gonna send them to you. I'm not gonna send them to some random person that I Google and find. Oh, he has a YouTube channel and a podcast. Here, go talk to him. I'm gonna send them to you. All right, why? Because you are in network, right? And so that's what it means whenever you go and your doctor's telling you, okay, cool, we have these people who are in network, or you call your insurance and you're looking for a cardiologist and they say, well, you have these two people who are in network. Who do you want? Okay, they're literally friends, right? So once you go to one doctor and they tell you something, and then they're like, look, let me give you this referral, right? So this how it goes. They try to give you, I'm worried that you have, this tumor might be cancerous. Let me send you over to this doctor, right? And then you go there, who is their friend, okay? They can literally call their friend and be like, yeah, I got such and such and such and such. If you watch I Care a Lot, you will see this. I got such and such and such and such, this person, right? And I've told her that this, and happened. I need you to make sure that you implement the same thing. All right. So before you get on down here to cancer, to where they're saying you got cancer and you're getting your treatment and all of that good stuff, your radiation. Before you get there, you've seen probably 2 to 3 people who have literally reinforced the incentive that you're going to die if you don't get on this. You're going to die. So by the time you get there, you just going to agree. You're going to shake your head and agree because you don't understand that you can do something different. When whole time you don't realize that you just went through the whole mob. The mob just got you.
Yeah. And plus it's easier for them to send these patients to someone within their network because they already got their referral fees worked out.
Absolutely.
Like I ain't got to go learn who this person is or figure out whether I'm gonna get paid. Like, because everybody do watch the same channel, what's me. So if it ain't nothing in it for me, there's no incentive for me to send you to this guy who who has been touted as the best. He's the
Absolutely.
best, but I'm not sending you to that guy because,
Mm-mm.
you know, I ain't,
I
it's
gotta eat. I
my
gotta eat.
here,
Yeah.
right?
So you gonna eat and you gonna eat and you gonna eat and I'm gonna eat if we get her to take this treatment that's gonna pay out $17,000 every time she sit down.
Yeah. How responsive has your your own immediate family been to what you do? Like, do your the people in your family, do they listen to you?
Gradually.
Yeah.
It's happening slowly, okay? I practice grace though. I try not. When I first got into it, I was like, you need to stop, you need to. But then I realized that I'm talking to full-blown adults, okay? And so I can't kick nobody door down and tell them how they need to rearrange their furniture. Like I can't do that. So what I've been doing is just being an example. And the more that they see my life and my son's and my husband's life, the more that they see our life is in alignment with that, the more inspired they get. The more they see the results from my clients and all the testimonials and this person off medication and this person not dealing with this anymore, then they're becoming more inspired to, to make those changes within themselves. So to answer your question, there is not much, getting on the bandwagon, but let's go on back to Bible days. Jesus said you'll be received far off more so than you will be at home. And so I don't take it personally. I just trust that their journey it'll align with their lessons as they choose.
I'm gonna do something that I rarely do here when I have guests on the show, and I'm gonna open this floor up and see if you guys have any questions for Tanisha. Fire off right now, right now. Give it to me right now. You got any
All
questions
right.
for Tanisha? Uh, Go ahead and fire off, and we are simulcasting Facebook and YouTube. Let's see. Arthur McBride says, "God bless you, Tanisha."
Gratitude, King.
Let's see. What's her website?
My website is www.royaltyholistics.com.
Okay. And Juicy Licious says, what you were saying about the cough thing. I guess what were you saying about the cough thing?
Okay, so a lot of people get on these ACE inhibitors and beta blockers, and they start developing respiratory, issues and symptoms, right? And so they have this cough that they cannot get rid of. And I had a sister who, once we were able to get her off her medications, her cough went away immediately. And so
Mm-hmm.
what it does is, being that, okay, a lot of people, like I said, they start with high blood pressure, and so now you have all of these veins and arteries that are constricted. Well, blood flow is decreased to the lungs as well. Okay, so now your lungs are pretty much contracted and they're constricted and the airways are constricted. So you get this cough that it seems like nothing's coming up, nothing's coming out. It's just this real dry cough that won't go away. And so now it weakens your lungs' ability to release toxins. Okay, it weakens their ability to get in oxygen. And once you're not getting enough oxygen in, you'll find that your blood is weakened as well because you have iron phosphate, which is in your red blood cells. Okay, iron, anemia, Black people. Okay, so we dealing with this iron phosphate. Iron is the only electromagnetic mineral that exists within the body, and so oxygen attaches itself to iron and it's transported throughout the body. Well, if you have a respiratory ailment, that's not able to happen either. So it's very important, if you're on ACE inhibitors or beta blockers, to really look into those medications so that you can get the proper vitamins and minerals. If you choose to stay on it, the proper vitamins and minerals necessary. If you deal with high blood pressure or have you're on alpha, any of those medications, okay, ACE inhibitors or beta blockers, you want to go to our website and go to the blog section. I just wrote a blog about hypertension, and you can see some different recommendations in regards to herbs, vitamins, and minerals that you can take to support your body in that instance, and it's free.
Okay. Ariana wants to know what she should be doing instead of diuretics.
Okay. So there are a couple different herbs that you can take. You can do things like nettle leaf. Okay, so this is all dependent upon if you have medications or not. So I recommend you go look at the blog as well. And if you want to, if you are on medications and you need something a little bit more specific, then you can book a consultation with me. But with any ailment, so let me say this because I know a lot of people are going to pop up ailments. With any ailment, the first thing you want to do is I do 3 steps. You want to protect your body from damage. Okay, so this is your diet, This is detoxing. All right. So you're going to cleanse out that digestive tract. Why is that? Because 85% of your immune system is housed in the gut. And if your immune system and your blood are toxic, then you will be toxic and ailments will start appearing from everywhere. So you want to first protect your body from excessive damage. Don't be eating 5 and 6 different fried chicken wings at a time. Okay. Don't be eating all of this stuff that's going to cause your body to become more toxic. At that time, you want to go ahead and focus on diet, eating a bunch of fresh fruits and vegetables, okay? Eating a lot of things that have a lot of chlorophyll in them, okay? Chlorophyll is the blood of the plant. So for us, when we take chlorophyll, it's pretty much like we're taking a blood transfusion. Our oxygen levels go up, okay? Our white blood cells and all of the good enzymes in our body, they begin to duplicate themselves at a higher rate, okay? So you want to focus on that. The second thing, oh yeah, and then probiotics, okay? Get the ones in the refrigerator section, not the ones on the shelf. When you're doing those probiotics, it's going to restore your gut flora. All right. Those are all of the good bacteria that's in your gut. And that's going to help to build up your immune system so that it can get those toxins out of the body. All right. The second thing you want to do is restore the function of the organ. So here we're going to say specifically the kidney. Okay. You want to restore that kidney function, and you want to do so by diet there as well, and balancing the support in your blood. Okay. You want to balance out your blood. So you have acidic, you have basic, and we want to get a good balance. Okay. I mean, acidic and alkaline, and then you want to get a good balance in there. So we want to focus on blood support at level 2. And then the third thing you want to do is renew those cells. Okay. You want to renew the tissues of the cells so that not only is the organ functioning properly, but the health of the organ itself is being revitalized. And that's where the specific herbal protocols come in. Okay. So initially we're detoxifying the lymphatic system, the blood, and your digestive tract. All right. I'm speaking this, but I'm trying not to take up all your time, King. So lymphatic system is your it's pretty much the sewage system of the body, right? So if I come into your city and I plug up all the sewage lines and the drainage pipes and everything, when it rains, it's going to flood. Okay, everybody's going to die. The same thing happens in our lymphatic system. So we need to ensure that it's moving properly so that toxins can leave. So again, those 3 things that you want to do is you want to protect by focusing on your diet, okay, and getting probiotics from the refrigerator section. They're alive, not dead. Then you want to restore, okay, and that's more dieting and ensuring that you support your blood. And then the third thing that you want to do is renew, and that's when you get on the specific herbal protocols for the ailment that you may have.
Okay. Born in Venezuela wants to know, have you been threatened or harassed by the medical mafia?
Um, on low levels. Okay. So I haven't gotten as big yet. Okay. I'm not making thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars a month. I'm making thousands, but not hundreds of thousands a month. I'm not, pretty much causing whole clinics to be shut down. I'm not marching in the streets or anything like that yet. So I'm not huge on their radar now. They've done things like take away followers, shut down my website and hold thousands of dollars and making me change everything before they would release my cash. They have done things like label me a pseudoscientist, block me from media outlets and stuff like so on small scales. They have. Of course, I've had, people in the medical industry threaten me and threaten to report me and all of this different stuff like that, but nothing on major scales. So praying for protection.
You good. You protected. Like you're always protected from cowards. Uh,
Ashe.
I want to thank you for coming on the show and sharing your wisdom, Tanisha.
Absolutely.
Ladies and gentlemen, y'all give a final shout out to Tanisha Robinson
Thank
for
you so much.
for sharing that information with us. Now, how can people reach you once again?
Okay, you can follow us on Instagram at Royalty Holistics. Okay, that's ROYALTYHOLITICS, Royalty Holistics. Okay, you can go to our website, www.royaltyholistics.com, and you can access everything there. And so those are the top 2 ways that you can access us the quickest. You can also subscribe to our text community by texting Willie D. Okay, so that way I know where you're from, to 901 329 8562. Okay, 901-329-8562. You can text Willie D there. And what I'll do is I have my husband, he's the CTO, the Chief Technology Officer of our company. He's going to create a discount code that's going to allow you guys to get $20 off of our blood pressure protocol if you would like to. Okay, so if you text Willie D to 901-329-8561, you'll join our text message community and you can access me there.
There it is, fam. All right, y'all. Until next time, fam. I'm gonna continue this discussion with you guys. But Tanisha, once again, thank you for your time.
Thank you so much, King, for having me. Thank you for all of the things that you do. I didn't get a chance to give you your flowers, but been looking at your page and all the conversations that you have in regards to our community are things that need to be had. And, you know, the courage and all of the masculinity, there's real masculine energy there where I'm going to say what I say and I'm going to mean what I say. So I appreciate you having these tough conversations and allowing me the space to speak to your audience.
Absolutely.
All righty. Peace.
Fam, want to keep going here. Just want to remind you guys that you got to be proactive about your health care. You can't just accept anything that you hear from these doctors. You have to ask questions. You look, even if you don't know certain things, if you don't even know what questions to ask, you can just Google. I mean, just Google. What questions should I ask my doctor if I'm a cancer patient, or if I, I'm a diabetic, if I need to go in for surgery, uh, whatever it is, you can Google it, fam, and it'll tell you the questions that you need to be asking. And then if you don't know what to ask, if the doctor's right there, just look like you're interested, and then let them know that you'll be talking to them later. Just let them know, Doc, what's your phone number? Because I need to be able to contact you. Okay, let him know. Hey, he got your phone number. Why you can't have his phone number? Straight up. Look, if I can't call my doctor, I don't want a doctor I can't reach. On the cell phone, I want to call his cell, just like you can call my cell phone. I want to cell his cell phone or her cell phone. Well, I got a female doctor, but I want to call my doctor's cell, be able to call the doctor's cell phone and ask what's going on. Don't be shy about that, fam. You have to be diligent in getting that information and protecting your body, your health. If you're not going to be proactive about your health, if you don't care about your family, your loved ones' health, while you're while they're being taken care of by these people, then they absolutely will not. I've been in hospital rooms where people have been chronically ill, and the doctor would come in and say, well, how they come in and they do their little spiel, they talk all their doctor talk, and yeah, we check your such and it's X amount of hours, 1,000 this and 1,500, blah, 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 and we did this and da, 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 da. And then after the doctor do his little spiel, little 5-minute spiel, he's like, well, any questions? And everybody just be sitting around like, nobody has questions. And then when somebody does ask a question, it'll be something like, so, will he be able to go home anytime soon? You got to ask questions, fam. You can't be afraid. These are just people. These doctors are not, they don't walk on water, fam. They're just human beings with titles. These jobs that they have, while important, are just jobs. They're just jobs and titles. They're as a human being, they're no more important than you are. It's just a job. It's just a title. So don't be afraid to ask questions about your health and the health of your loved ones. I saw, switching gears a little bit, and I'm going to only touch on this real quick, and I'm going to jump right back off of it. I know y'all been seeing what's been happening with these Kanye West trolls. As I said before, trolls are hoes, and we don't tolerate them on this channel. We got the moderators ready to block y'all and delete your comments, and do you like everybody else do you in your life. Treat you like you're insignificant. But somebody said that somebody was saying something about what I had to say about Kanye West and his mama or whatever, and talking about some other, I don't know if it was a YouTube or a bloggers, but let me just say, for all the people, any bloggers include, any blogger, any YouTuber, just like the Kanye West fans that took exception to what I had to say, fuck all y'all. And a fight come with it. And The thing is that I'm not just talking. See, y'all just talking. See, y'all ain't gonna say what you're saying right now in my face. When you see me somewhere, and you're gonna see me, just hope that I don't recognize who you are. When you see me, I know what you're gonna do. You're gonna duck, dive, get out the goddamn way. You're gonna move out the way. You're not gonna approach me. You're not gonna bring that same energy to me. So you're a coward. So keep on hiding. Do what you do best. I'm not worried about you chumps, you suckers. Y'all Kanye West fans. Ain't nothing hard about you. Ain't nothing solid about you. Ain't nothing real about you. You couldn't last 5 minutes in my world. So that's that. I said what I said, and I'm standing on it, and I'm never gonna apologize for it. How about that? Y'all better go somewhere else and go mess with some of these R&B artists or something. Some of these people that give a damn. I've been doing this before some of y'all were even born. All that old tough talk, that stuff don't scare me. It's what I do. Lisa Richardson, what's up? What's up, Ram Ramirez? Agent E. Be careful. I ain't gonna be no more careful than I always been. Make sure that be careful thing go both ways. What's up, Miami? Brother Ma, what up? Dritch Richardson, T. Smitty, KC. Y'all see what happened with Kanye, right? Y'all see what happened when he started talking about those Jews. He started talking about Puffy was being controlled by the Jews and talking about he gonna decon 3 of the Jews and all this type of stuff. Next thing you know, Twitter gone, Instagram gone. Apologize. Just like a good little boy, apologize. See, that's what they do. But he been dogging and trashing black folks for a long time. He been offending black folks for a long time, and he ain't dropped one apology. He didn't drop apology for the MAGA hats. He didn't drop apology. He didn't drop an apology for the White Lives Matter. He ain't dropped no apology for slavery was a choice. All that disrespect. And y'all still riding with him? The trip part is, I understand why some of you non-blacks ride for him. I understand. Y'all ain't got nothing to lose. But you blacks, you jigaboos, I just don't get it. I don't see how you look in the mirror. But when you're nobody and a nobody validates you, perhaps I can see why. You know, you're nobody and a nobody validates you. Because I'm going to tell you something, fam. I don't care how much money Kanye West has. I don't care how much money nobody has. I care about what kind of person you are. I don't give a damn if you got 10 million likes or followers. It's some people on, a lot of times when I wake up and I'm on social media, I come across people pages every day that I didn't know had 10 million followers, 20 million followers, 1 million followers, 2 million subscribers. You know, it's all kinds of people out there. And, you know, hey man, hats off to you for doing your thing or whatever. But if I didn't know, if it wasn't that important for me to know that person at that time, that means that person's existence pretty much means nothing to me. You understand what I'm saying? So it don't matter how many followers you have. In my eye, that don't make a person important. How many followers you have, how many subscribers. A lot of Kanye fans was coming to my page talking about, you only got 9,000 Instagram followers. Who are you? Mind you, they only had 200. You're a nobody. If I'm a nobody, you're a double nobody. But They base everything off likes. How many likes? Oh, the people in the comment section got more likes than your post. They base everything off likes. They're significant. Their whole life, their whole value of life is likes, followers, subscribers. Man, I probably block 200 subscribers a day. Nah, more like 100. I probably block 100 subscribers every day because I don't want the negative energy. I don't mind people disagreeing with me. I'd be really foolish to be doing a channel where we bring information and instructions and wouldn't allow people to express their opinions and not be in a position where, or not take the position where I got to be trying to go at them and all that stuff. I don't mind people disagreeing with me, man. That's how you grow. Because somebody might disagree with me and they may say something that makes sense to me. And I'd be like, you know what? Never thought about it like that. Never looked at it that way. And I might agree with them. So I might be able to grow. They might be able to teach me something. So I'm cool with that. But you ain't gonna come over on my platform and disrespect me. We ain't finna have that. This is my platform. Just like your platform is almost like somebody coming in somebody's house and just trying to do whatever they want to do. This is my platform. That means this is a dictatorship, not a democracy. It's a dictatorship, not a democracy. I dictate the rules. I dictate the energy in the room. I do. Not you. You are a guest and you are welcome as long as you respect my rules. Just like if I was to go to your platform, jump on your Instagram or YouTube or Facebook, TikTok, whatever. I got to respect your rules. And just like in real life, I don't even go to people platforms I don't even mess with. I don't be sitting up there listening to them fools. I don't give them no action. I don't give them no energy. If I see them, if they cutting up and they getting out of line, I'm gonna make my little mental note. And if I get an opportunity to holler at them about it, they'll know unexpectedly, but they'll know. These kids, man, a bunch of these kids, they totally they disrespectful and they wonder why they get it so much. Totally disrespectful. They riding for Kanye West. Kanye West ain't gonna ride for them. Kanye West don't even know who they are. If they drop dead today, I'm talking to y'all right now directly, you Kanye West fans, right? Directly right now. If you drop dead right now, Kanye West wouldn't skip a breath. Whatever he's doing right now, you think Kanye West would be like, eating some food like, and then some report come on and say somebody such died. Kanye West gonna be, man, this is good. This is good. That's what he ain't gonna even think about. He ain't gonna skip a beat. Y'all out here fucking with me, risking y'all lives. Clowns. They acting like they care so much about Kanye West's mama. They love Kanye West. Oh, and they keep on saying a black woman. Man, majority of Kanye West fans ain't even black. You think they really care about black women like that? Where were they when Breonna Taylor got killed? Was they talking about, did they troll the police department? Did they troll Breonna Taylor, the cops who killed Breonna Taylor, and tell them they were gonna come ride on them and share their address and call them up? Did they do all of that? No, they didn't do it because they don't care about black people like that. They don't care about black women like that. They don't care about Kanye West like that. Because the moment Kanye West says something they don't like about them, they're going to turn on them. Just like this. When Kanye West said George Bush don't like black people. Most of his audience that he have right now are the same ones who hated him when he said that. The moment he says something disparaging about black people, all of a sudden they love him. You know why? Because they hate black people. Talking about Kanye West, absolutely. They love to talk about dude this, he that. But when he talking about somebody black mama, when he disrespecting somebody black mama, they ain't got nothing to say. They don't give a damn about black women like that, man. They just see it as an opportunity to, just oppose. Just oppose somebody who oppose him. But I like I say, fam, I ain't worried about the clowns, because if one of them run up on me, I'm gonna give them everything they looking for, and I'm gonna give it to them with everything I got. I'm not gonna play no games. Don't worry about all that talking. What that little dude on that video said, don't worry about it, sweetheart. Don't worry about all that talking. You're gonna have to show me what you got. I don't bother nobody. I mind my own business. But if you come for my people, I'm coming for you. I'm going to come get you. I'm going to come see you. I'm going to holler at you. All right, fam. What's up, Margot Jones? Donnie Griffin, what it do? Miss Batty. Mo Taylor. Kowalski Critton. What up? Kenny Mack. Michael Jordan, the real Michael Jordan. Yeah, and I meant it like I said it, the real Michael Jordan, not the dude that running around with the basketball. Until next time, fam, I appreciate y'all joining the live. Continue the conversation, man. This is a spirited conversation. This is a very good conversation. This is important. Ain't nothing more important than your health. I don't care what kind of career goals and aspirations you have in life. I don't care what you plan on doing next week, where you plan on going next month or next year. You ain't going nowhere without that good health. If you do go somewhere, you ain't gonna get far, and it absolutely will not be a good experience. So take care of yourself, fam. Until next time, no more talk.